They came whispering in Russian, and by the time you heard them, it was already too late. In the quiet streets of Sumy, shadows had begun to stretch longer than usual. Not because of the setting sun, but because something ancient stirred behind the silhouettes of tanks and propaganda. Mothers clutched their children tighter. Dogs howled at empty roads, and beneath the ground, the soil began to remember. They said it started when an old man, dressed in rags and draped in blue and yellow, stood in the town square muttering, "Sumy is the heart. Guard it well, or the silence will take you." Then he vanished, leaving behind nothing but scorched earth and a single sunflower, burning with a blue flame. At night, the Russian soldiers reported hearing whispers in Ukrainian, not from their radios, from the walls, from the trees, from the very air. Some screamed and clawed at their ears. Others walked straight into the woods and were never seen again. You can imagine the terror, can't you? The fear of being invaded not just by men, but by the echoes of betrayal and the rage of ancestors not yet buried. And as you hear this, you might begin to feel the pull of something deep inside, a voice saying, "Rise, resist, remember." One soldier, barely 19, wrote in his diary before deserting, "They told us it was a buffer zone, but this land bites. It knows we don't belong. The shadows speak to us, and they are not forgiving." Some say the heart of Ukraine awakened that week. And when you awaken a heart, especially one broken so many times, it beats louder than bombs. The town still stands, battered, scarred, proud. It does not welcome invaders, it buries them. So if you ever think Ukraine is just territory, just lines on a map, think again. It's alive. And it never forgets. Like this story, share it to defy the darkness. Comment to let the world know Ukraine stands strong. Subscribe for more stories that fight back with every word. And as you move on, you might notice your hand lingering, feeling something stirring in your own heart. The call to resist, to remember, to stand with the brave.